Attention passionate New York Giants fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC East and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on New York Giants' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true New York Giants fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your friends and New York Giants fans. Let's get to the news now, folks. Sit tight because what I'm about to tell you is straight out of the NFL rumor mill, but it's gaining serious traction among insiders. Word is, there's a blockbuster trade on the horizon that could shake up not just the NFC East but the entire league. And guess what? The New York Giants are right in the middle of it. It's a scenario that, if it comes to fruition, could redefine the Giants' defensive core and set them up for a deep playoff push in the 2026 season. That's right. We're talking about the potential acquisition of Nick Bosa from the San Francisco 49ers, a player who's been nothing short of dominant since he entered the league. Now I know what some of you might be thinking. Is this real? Could Bosa really be heading to the Giants? Well, according to sources close to league discussions, the Giants are serious contenders in this race. The 49ers, sitting at 10-4 and still very much in the thick of the NFC playoff hunt, are reportedly open to moving Bosa, especially as they look to get cap space and draft capital in the offseason. San Francisco's financial situation is tight. They're about $18 million over the cap, and after extending Brock Purdy, they need to make some tough decisions to stay afloat. Bosa, with his elite pass-rushing ability, is considered a high-value asset, not just for the 49ers, but for any team looking to bolster their front seven. In recent weeks, after Week 15, the talks heated up. Adam Schefter mentioned that discussions between the Giants and 49ers have been intense, with the Giants offering 2 first-round picks in 2026 in exchange for Bosa. That's a serious haul, but it's a move that could make the Giants' defense instantly elite. With Bosa, the Giants would add a player with a proven track record of wreaking havoc in the backfield. Since 2019, Bosa has been a sack machine, 72 sacks over his career, with 14 sacks in 14 games this season alone. His 92 pressures, third in the league, and his 98 grade from PFF show just how disruptive he is on every snap. When you watch him play, it's clear that he combines speed, power, and technique in a way that makes him a nightmare for offensive linemen. And let me tell you, Bosa's numbers are staggering. In 2025, he's been a force, forcing 5 fumbles, deflecting passes, and racking up tackles at an elite level. His ability to pressure the quarterback is top-notch. He's been a consistent game wrecker. In Week 11 against the Rams, he had 3 sacks, 7 hurries, and 4 tackles for loss. That kind of production can turn a defense from good to great practically overnight. The Giants have been struggling to get consistent pressure on opposing QBs, especially with Kayvon Thibodeaux sidelined on IR due to a shoulder injury. Evan Neal has also been battling injuries, which has left the Giants' defense vulnerable, especially against the run, allowing 3 yards per carry. Adding Bosa would not only boost sack numbers but also improve the overall run defense, making the Giants a nightmare for opponents on third down. Now, why would the 49ers even consider trading Bosa? Well, besides their cap issues, they're also looking to make some strategic moves. They're a team that's built to contend now, but with a tight cap situation, they might need to prioritize re-signing key offensive players like George Kittle after his injury. The 49ers are also eyeing a future where they can rebuild subtly, focusing on staying competitive without overextending financially. Diana Rossini reported that the 49ers are open to high draft picks in exchange for Bosa, indicating they're willing to part with a cornerstone player if it means acquiring assets to rebuild or retool. For the Giants, this trade would be a game-changer. Imagine a front seven with Bosa and Kayvon Thibodeaux rushing the passer. Their combined pass rush would be lethal, potentially increasing the Giants' sack rate from around 5.8% to over 7.4%, according to PFF projections. This kind of upgrade could drastically reduce opponents' quarterback ratings, dropping their passer rating from 94.2 to under 80. With Thibodeaux out for now, the defense has been lacking that extra punch off the edge. Bosa's addition would immediately fill that void, giving the Giants the kind of pass rush that strikes fear into any quarterback, especially in crucial moments. And let's not forget the ripple effect. Adding Bosa would elevate the Giants' entire defense, making them more disciplined and aggressive. The run defense, which has been allowing 5 yards per carry, would tighten up considerably. Bosa's ability to set the edge and collapse the pocket would free up other players to make plays. Burns, for example, could benefit greatly from the attention Bosa draws. Historically, a move like this echoes the 2018 Bears trade for Khalil Mack, which transformed their defense instantly. The Giants could see a similar boost with Bosa, and that would translate directly into more wins on the board. Looking at the broader picture, this trade could significantly improve the Giants' odds of making the playoffs in 2026. Right now, the team's odds to reach Super Bowl LXI are around plus 20 according to DraftKings. But if they land Bosa, those odds could jump to plus 8, 0 or even better, making them dark horse contenders. With an elite pass rush, the Giants would be a nightmare for offenses and a nightmare for quarterbacks like Dak Prescott, who has been sacked 42 times this year. The youth of Bosa, just 27 years old, perfectly complements the team's core of young talent like Thibodeaux and Burns, setting the stage for a sustainable rebuild that could bring another Lombardi home. In the end, this move isn't just about adding a superstar. It's about signaling to the league and to the Giants fan base that the team is serious about re-establishing itself as a dominant force. It's a bold statement that they're willing to go all in for a championship window, reminiscent of the Giants' glory days in the 1980s when their ferocious front seven was legendary. If this trade happens, it could be the start of a new era, one where the Giants are feared defensively and respected league-wide. Of course, nothing's set in stone yet. The 49ers' cap hell complicates things for them, and they might decide to hold on to Bosa if they believe they can make a deep playoff run. But if the Giants make their move with those 2 first-round picks and a compelling package, they could land a player who can truly change the course of their franchise. Think about it. A dominant Bosa paired with Thibodeaux, creating a pass rush that opponents will dread week after week. That's the kind of impact that could turn the Giants into a playoff juggernaut and maybe even push them toward a Super Bowl appearance in 2026. Now I want to emphasize, this is all speculation for now, but the signs are pointing towards a possible seismic shift in the NFC East. The Giants have been patient, building through the draft and developing young talent, but if they pull this off, the entire league will notice. It's the kind of move that sends a message: we're back, and we're here to compete at the highest level. So keep your eyes peeled, Giants fans, because if this trade goes through, it's going to be one of the most exciting off-seasons in recent memory. And now, New York Giants fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Giants. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest New York Giants news. Let's keep the passion alive, because the future might be brighter than ever, with a defense that strikes fear into everyone in the NFL.